Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel Defense Measures. And today we are going to discuss our thumbnail topic that Israeli tank destroys the UN post. We will also discuss in this video that why the UN peacekeeping force is situated on the border of the Lebanon and the Israel. And we will also discuss that what is the contribution of the India in the UN peacekeeping force. So recently the Israeli Defense Forces has repeatedly demanded the UN peacekeeping troops to remove themselves from the path of its growing campaign against the Hezbollah, so that they attacking the Hezbollah, and in the collateral damage they destroy the UN peacekeeping force. The Israeli tank destroys the gate at the Lebanon, the U which Lebanon at the UN peace mission. And Israel recently also banned the UN chief Antonio Guterres, and India did not sign a letter of a support to ban a UN security chief. So what is the reason behind that Israel thinks that the UN is a failed body? Why they continuously targeting the UN peacekeeping forces and also the ban the United Nations chief? So first we see the location of the Israel and the Lebanon. So this is the Israel and the Lebanon, and in the southern part of the Lebanon, there is the huge dominance is seen of the Hezbollah terrorists, and they continuously target the Israeli citizens with the help of rockets, missiles, and other terrorism activities. So that the on the northern tip of the Israel, the northern tip of the citizen of this northern tip of the Israel are continuously evacuate to the capital, and that's why there is the huge and Israel continuously invade with the tanks and the soldiers. So that's why the UN established there the UN peacekeeping force to maintain the peace in the bordering area of this Israel and the Lebanon. So this is the Golan Heights, which is already occupied by the Israel, and it is the part of the Lebanon. It is the part of the Syria. There is the Sheba farm, which is the part of the Lebanon, which is occupied by the Israel. So this is the Sheba farms, which is occupied by the Israel. So the UN established the blue line between the Lebanon and the Israel, and this is the Golan Heights, which was the part of the Syria and recently occupied by the Israel. So this is the UN troops, which is also called the Blue Helmets. And UN peacekeeping mission began in 1948 when the UN Security Council authorized the development of the UN military observers. They are observers. They are here to maintain the peace, not to kill anyone. They are just for here for the peace. Whenever there is the conflict zone, suppose in the Sudan, Congo, and the so, whenever there is a civil war or the war between two countries, then they deployed the UN peacekeeping force. They choose they are the it deploys the troops, police. Yes, the police are also the part of you. Police is also eligible to join this UN peacekeeping force. Not only just troops, police is also the part of this UN peacekeeping force. And integrating them with the civilian peacekeepers, there are also the civilian peacekeepers. Suppose you are in Congo or in Israel, or because the other countries people, these UN peacekeeping are from the other countries. Suppose someone from the US, how can he translate to the locals? So they also choose the civilian peacekeepers, which are usually the translators. So they are established by the UN Security Councils. They got their salaries from the UN Security Councils, and they are also called the blue berets, blue helmet, because of their light blue berets, and can include the soldiers, police officer, and civilian personnel also. We will see that the what is the contribution of the India in this UN peacekeeping. India has contributed more than 25 2.5 lakhs of the troops, the largest number from any country, participated in more than 49 missions, and 175 peacekeepers have made a supreme sacrifice while serving the UN peace missions. So, the contribution of the India in the UN peacekeeping force is very huge in number. That's why is India continuously demanded the P5 citizenship to the India, the permanent citizenship to the India. India has also provided the continues to provide a eminent force commander for the UN missions. So this is the contribution of the India. And for the first time in the history of the UN peacekeeping, India sent an all female formed police unit to be deployed in the Liberia in 2007 after the civil war raged and the African Union. India also served in the countries like Congo, Sudan, and this in Lebanon and the Israel border. So the deployment of this UN peacekeeping on the border of Lebanon and the Israel as called the mission is UNIFL, and this UNIFL is funded through a separate account approved on the annual basis by the General Assembly, and it is the part of the UN peacekeeping force, and I UNFI is the peacekeeping force in the Lebanon, originally set up by the UN Security Council in March 1978, after the Israel first invaded the Lebanon in what became known as the South Lebanon conflict. This is the blue line. So this is also called the blue line bearers. These are the markers that directly contribute to the safety and the security of the people and the preventing the preventing the crossings. Blue line is not a border between Lebanon and the Israel. It is just a establishment of the UN peacekeeping force. This is also called the line of withdrawal. And because on 25th May 2000, the Israel in the Israel-Lebanon conflict, there are more than 1,000 people are killed from the both side. So UN established their UN peacekeeping force on this and called this blue line. I already told you that in 2006 they already from the both side they kill more than 1,000 peoples. So UN established this UN peacekeeping force. And Israel, there are some acquisitions which are on by the UN peacekeeping that Israel is continuously targeting our post. Israel on the stand of the Israel has rejected the accusation that it is going after the peacekeepers. And Thursday, a French news agency AFP quoted that Israeli army statement are saying the UNIFL infrastructure sites and the forces are not their target. So I hope you like this session. Thank you.